Hi there, it's Brian Sebastian, Movie Reviews and More, Worldwide TV Network, WomenOnTV.tv, iTube 247 out of Franklin, Tennessee, iHeartRadio, all platforms around the world. So I've been looking forward to this young lady here. I've been following her. She doesn't know it, but she makes me laugh because I find her hilarious, not only as that talent agent, but in general. You make me laugh. Amy, who are you? Where are you coming from? And why are you on Movie Reviews and More?
I don't know. I'm just a kid from Brooklyn, but now I'm a grown up. I'm all grown up. Yeah, here I am. Here we are.
Talk
So
about
thank
how
you.
you came from New York to Los Angeles. You're that talent agency, but you're that happy-go-lucky talent agent, which is rare to me.
Um, Started in New York doing the acting thing, cutting out of school, had the backstage paper, getting on the train, got myself in a, am I allowed to curse on this show?
Sure.
Got myself, really?
You're from New York.
I am so New York. Um, yeah, got myself in a shit ton of trouble. And then, I don't know, audition. I wound up as Tina in Tony and Tina's Wedding. So that was, 21 years in New York and the show, huge show. And then what happened? And I was working at an agency before, I was a kid interning and doing all that stuff. Got Tony and Tina's. Tony and Tina's became a pilot. We all kind of pilgrimaged out to LA and pilot didn't get picked up, but it was in LA. Then I was working at another agency. Then I wrote a couple of shows that landed back in New York and did very well, knock on something. And went into management, had a bunch of kids, went back into agenting, stayed in agenting, was still writing. And fast forward, I'm a partner at ERIS.
I think that's good because here's the thing. I'm originally from Connecticut. Terry's
Ah,
from Sherman,
Hi.
California, but she's in Redondo Beach.
oh,
So it's one of those things. So Terry, we have a New Yorker on, so we know what that's like, don't we?
uh-oh.
Well, everybody thinks I'm from New York. I'm born and raised in California, but I guess I've got kind of a New York attitude.
Oh, okay.
It might be my
Okay.
voice.
No, I'm maybe because the dark hair. I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
I don't know, but everybody always thinks like, "Are you from New York?" I'm like, "No, actually, I'm born in Southern California. I've been in Southern California.
I don't think I know anybody born in California except my kids.
Yep, I was born. I was born in Van Nuys, California. Yeah.
Wow.
Amy, talk about how you be brought in and how were you brought in with Rebecca and
Tina?
because
Um,
I hear you guys get along really, really good.
yeah, they're my work wives. Um, Actually, Tina and Rebecca, we all were agents and managers for many years prior, and everybody kind of knows everyone, whether it's a casting event or an award ceremony or something. There's always that 6 degrees of separation, and Rebecca and I always would kind of run into one another, and we just always hit it off. There was a great banter and a great connection, and she was, you need to come to Eris, you need to come to Eris, come, be our partner, be our partner. And I was content where I was. And then it just got to the point that I was ready to grow. And it just felt like a great opportunity. And since then, this agency has just blossomed. We are super blessed.
You guys,
And that's kind of what happened.
you guys had a great year last year too. Talk about how that was because there's only like 24 people that I know who had a great year last year, including us.
Our I'm so sorry that you hear all these beeps. It's the middle of the day and it's still a work day, so that's what's happening.
Hey, that's a
Um,
busy agent.
we did have, yeah, I'm like, our, our youth department just exploded, our adults, our New York division, we really have a presence in New York. Unfortunately, what happened with COVID, Broadway shut down and everything was shut down. It kind of gave us a little bit of a time to regroup and restructure and be clear on our path. So we now have a very strong lit division. We have seasoned writers, talent attached, have sold scripts to the studios. We are workhorses. but we really enjoy our work and we love our clients. So, we're still small enough to be able to give that attention. And I think that's what makes us
Mhm.
special is that we know our clients. I know my roster very well. Um, it's growth. We just are starting a huge social media department. So we have that about to happen. And Atlanta, it's great. It's this huge growth with quality people working inside, and our clients are top notch.
That's good to hear because I've been acting and doing some kind of performing since I was a little kid. So I've been in, some agencies I've been with, you just kind of get lost in there, and it's, and I think a lot of talented people get lost when they have the wrong agent. There's
Yeah, and it's such a fluid business too. I mean, look, not every person is right
that's
for every
exactly true.
agency. And you do, if there's no movement or you feel, I always ask my clients, let's communicate. If there's something that's not happening in the time frame that you think it should, let's revisit either your reels, your headshots, whatever you have, who you're trying to meet. So, it's constant
Mm-hmm.
growth. I get this, I've been called into the same casting director so many times. Why aren't they booking me? Why aren't they booking me? Well, they obviously like you because they keep calling you in. It's a marathon, not a sprint,
Yep.
is what I tell them. It takes time. There's no rhyme or reason. I don't know. Just keep on plugging away. Don't get out of line.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, I
that's
mean, it's the lesson I've kind of learned with this kind of stuff too is that, you never know what they're looking for as far as a role or an advertising campaign. And it's just that you're not the right fit. And you just have to learn, like, not to take, those kind of things personal as a performer, because it has nothing to do with you or your talent. Sometimes it's not right for the
Exactly.
project. It's like, because you are a product.
You're a product, and I always say that, I did so well. I nailed it. I nailed it. What? I didn't book it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it was. Maybe you don't match the mom or the sister or the aunt, or you didn't hold the dog's leash the way they wanted you to on that. Who knows?
Mm-hmm. Or they had somebody in mind for the role the whole time.
Or it was precast
Yeah.
and we didn't know.
Yeah.
Who knows?
well,
So
and that's a lot of that too. And I'm glad you say it, some marathon, not a sprint, because I always say that too. And it is
yeah,
the case. You know what? And I always tell people it's better to be a late bloomer than to be someone who's young and just sprinting in. But I like how your youth division is coming up. And I told Tina I want to help model the social media influencer side of stuff, because we do stuff a different way. We already have our views. We're 7 million views a day and counting. Nobody else has that in the world. Nobody else has 13 co-hosts, and we all like each other. And we all get along. And the only time we could all
agree.
together was usually at a gifting suite. Well, we're not having a lot of those things like now. They'll come back next year, maybe slower, but we weren't waiting. We were bringing those companies to us. So we already have
Right.
companies. So what I told Tina I wanted to do, and that's why I wanted to talk to you and then Rebecca afterwards. When you guys come into the studio, I already have a list of 100 companies that I've already been in contact with that always said yes to us. I just can't do all that stuff with all the stuff that we've been doing.
Mm-hmm.
Today is officially a year, Terri, that we started the first Zoom interview last year. We're on show 296. That's just the Zoom,
Wow.
counting our in-studio shows. That's not counting our live Tuesday night shows, which we've done 19. Put that number together. We're almost at 340 or 350 in 1 year. Think about that, Amy. Nobody else has done that. We were kicking ass.
That's cool. Yes, you are.
This time last year, we
take
were
that.
at 4.1 million views. This time last year, because I know the dates, because I write everything down, we're at 7.1 and counting a day. Nobody beats us in the world, and I keep telling everybody that. Nobody has more views than Terri has, over 3 million herself. That's just her. That's not counting everything.
Amazing.
That's why I was telling Tina and I was telling Melinda, I'm like, okay, we're helping all these companies. Now it's time to see what we have, so how we can help everybody else. And that's what we've been doing the last couple of years.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. And huge congratulations. And I hope you guys are really taking that in. In my past life, I never would stop and say, wow, that was really good. A little self, congratulatory handshake to yourself kind of thing.
Yep.
So yeah, that's huge. Good
Well, here's
job.
the thing like this, and I learned this from a 20th Century Fox publicist. He goes, sell it, don't smell it. But here's the thing. We did things differently. We went to Tennessee to do our small little shows. August 4th of 2018, we shot 6 of them. Only 3 of those 6 shows are up. However, we have 4.1 million views and counting a day in Tennessee. Nobody else beats us. So the problem was we were warning people back then. So here we are now on our live Tuesday shows, and we're kicking butt because we've been doing so many shows together. We have not stopped. We were doing our in-studio shows. Well, so when you guys come down April 20th, yes, you're coming in the studio April 20th, Amy.
I know I have to confirm that.
Just in
with them.
case you didn't get the message,
I got that message.
I'm
What
going to have
date?
all 3 of you in, and Terri will be there, and 1 or 2 of the other co-hosts will be there too.
Okay.
Chance to talk
Sounds
to you
good.
live on our Facebook, on our YouTube channel, and go from there.
Okay.
The studio
Where
is really nice.
Okay, you'll give me all the details.
Yeah, it's right in Hollywood. It's only been there since August.
All right. Oh, I have to make a pilgrimage to Hollywood.
Talk about what do
Okay,
you
we're
want
good.
ERIS to do on your side? So you're working on the literary side, is that correct?
We work, yeah, the 3 partners, and we have other people. We are just, we're procuring scripts that are top notch. We're very picky, and we are out there pushing and selling, and some scripts are comedic, some scripts are way deeper and have social messages. I mean, it's all kinds. We're really proud of that department. I mean, of all of our departments, waiting for Broadway to come back up again. I'm super proud of our New York division, just because my heart is so New York. I like to say that all of our agents, the culture within the agency, even though we haven't been in an office for a year, we are so kind to one another and respectful of one another. It really makes it a pleasure to work with each other, because you're always, crossing paths. Like you just kept hearing all that dinging. Those are all the agents in a big chat. So whether it's a silly midday joke or a good morning or have a great weekend or who has this client, who has that client, a deal is coming through. It's such a great feeling to have each other's backs.
I think that's,
It's
not a lot of people are like that.
We really, I love that. I mean, we do. We have each other's backs. It's great. We really do depend on one another. We lift each other up. How's that?
That's what women are supposed
So, and I think that's part of it.
Women are supposed to be doing that, and that's supposed to be following you.
Is it Victoria?
Hi.
So
Victoria.
So Amy, this
How's
is
it
cool.
going?
Victoria Renee Hand. I don't know. Where are you, in the studio right now?
I'm getting my headphones. Sorry, where are they? Oh my God, if I were my headphones, where would they be? In my purse. I'm like, we had a lunch break in the middle of this meeting. I'm like, oh my God, I'm just gonna jump on. I wanted to talk to you guys. How's it going? What I missed?
Happy Friday.
Just filling in on ERIS and the growth and my trip out here from New York. Yeah, that's it. We just kind of catching up.
Very good. So you're based out of New York?
I'm actually here in LA. I go back and forth a lot. I'm from New York.
Bi-coastal.
Yeah, so
Love
that's what.
it. Very cool.
Yeah, it is very cool. It is very cool. And I know you guys met with Tina, and Rebecca's next. And
Bam. You were talking about the grove?
yes.
Wait, look, hold on. I don't know if you guys can see, but can you see that?
Yeah, what is that?
The grove.
Oh, you're at the Grove.
Oh, we're talking about growth, but you're talking about the grove.
Oh. I thought you said the grove. I'm like, listen, guys.
Yeah,
I'm right over here. Come on over.
We would.
That's so funny. Oh, growth. Yeah, I love that.
All right,
This
so
is the best
Victoria,
spot.
tell Amy what you do and what you're working on now.
Yeah, sure. So I'm a recording artist, and my manager recently developed a slate of films. They've got a whole bunch of projects coming up, and using my music, integrating music with production, and it's like a dream job for me, right? So I'm getting to act, I'm getting to use my own music and do movies. It's like, oh my God, I could never have even asked for such an awesome situation. I'm so happy with how everything's turning out right now, and like just very, you know, hopeful for the success of the projects that are coming up and for everything that gets released, that everything's smooth and, you know, very excited.
I'm glad that you're enjoying the process. I think a lot of people don't enjoy the process,
Right.
you know, and they just want the end result.
I know, but that's always going to be the thing, right? So we're always, it's like Michelangelo didn't paint the Sistine Chapel and then be like, all right, cool, let's just sit here and look at it for the rest of our lives. No, it's like the process is the part that makes people want to keep doing it, right?
That's why
you have to try.
You do. You have to keep. That's why I love, you know, you have people who are always going back and doing theater and doing, you know, just keep growing as an artist and just enjoying the process and the journey, like we had spoken.
Yeah, that's so important. And it's so easy to just say it, but you know, actually doing it, like, okay, the bad thing will point you in what you don't want. So now you know what you don't want, you don't know what you don't want, you know what you do want, right? So either way, it's a growing process. And if you think about it, life's always best understood backwards, right? So if you can remember that, it makes it a lot easier, in my experience, to be able to enjoy the process, the good, the bad, the ugly, right?
Yeah.
Then we get when you get to the end, you appreciate it that much more.
Absolutely. All the hard work. Yeah. 100%. All the work that you put in. Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. What a great group you have.
Well, Victoria, you know, I've learned that the process never ends. You're always getting better. You're never finished. Never.
Ever. It's always going to be. So then once you do that thing, then you're going to do the next thing. And then there'll be, if you don't enjoy that process, you're waiting for that whole thing to be done. And it's like putting a blob of clay down on the like little spinny guy and being like, oh, it didn't make anything. It's broken. I don't know.
When you talk about the movie Ghost, when she's like making the
yeah, right.
Pottery.
Exactly. Well, I guess I can't do anything. We're done here. No, it's
Terri,
just like
Terri, give Amy an idea of what you do also.
Oh, me? What do I do? I do lots of things. Anyway, I'm a fitness competitor.
Oh.
I do bikini fitness and PC stuff. I also do a bit of acting. I cannot sing at all. I'm not gifted with that. My forte is really hosting and interviewing. That's what I really, really enjoy doing. But I'm quite a peacock, as Brian knows. I like to be on the red carpet and get dressed up.
That's fun.
Yeah.
I love it when Terri is doing carpets and I get her for an interview and I'm like, yes, I know her, we're friends. Ask me something funny, not about what anyone's wearing or what, you know. So fun. The familiarity. Terri's really good at making everybody feel like they're friends with her, right? Makes everyone so comfortable. No, I just mean like a random person. Like that's what makes people so comfortable. You're really good at interviewing people because they feel like they know you, right?
That's a gift.
Yeah,
that's a huge.
Well, you know, I think that what I've learned about interviewing, I've noticed some mistakes are some when you interview people, a lot of people make it about them. Look at me. And you have to make it about the guest or the person that you're interviewing. It's about you. It's not about the person who's doing the interview. And then, you know, because you want them to talk. And there's so many people on the red carpet. I'm sure, Victoria, you've had them do this, that they'll start talking about themselves and they're not asking you about your project. I mean, I've seen it all the time.
I don't care. I'm like, go ahead.
No,
if you need to say something, go ahead. Say what you got to say.
And
then we'll PR it in
other
there somewhere.
When people are looking or watching interviews or whatever.
Yeah,
I mean,
that is true. In general, people like to talk about themselves. Maybe it's because that they only have their own life to relate to. I don't know, but yeah, you're right. That's another thing that makes being an interviewer so fun, right? Is you're like, okay, let me just ask you questions, find out about your life, and I'm just gonna like witness it, just listen and just be like, huh, now tell me more about this thing. That's, you know,
leading them into what you want to get out of them. Production, really.
Amy, see what I have to deal with just with two people?
Yeah, pretty extraordinary people around you.
Aww.
Hey, let me ask you this.
I'll
What's
pay you
happening
later.
with the Mexico office and what's about to happen with New York so we can have an idea to kind of help on our end?
Mexico is just growing. Our contacts continue. We have A-lister talent. We have scripts that speak to both. You know, there's a lot of integration between the Latin world and our United States American world. And that's what we're really focusing on. That's really Tina's world. I mean, I'm there. We're all, we all have our niches, which is so beautiful because we all bring our different strengths. But that's what's happening. It's growing. It's growing. We have another one of our agents, Rod, is super connected in that world. So they are, we have managers, and I hear it all the time. This manager called, and I may not know who that manager is because they're a big deal in the Latin world that I'm not super familiar with, and that's my job to become more familiar. New York, ERIS really has a presence in New York. We have people on probably all of the procedurals right now. Just waiting for the shows to start opening up.
I love it.
Yeah, I mean, that's really, I'm a theater rat from when I'm a kid.
Me too.
And I'm just waiting for these shows to start opening up. One of my clients just booked one of the first regionals that just came out. So I'm not allowed to say what it is yet, but, it's happening, but it was a really big deal. So
that's very exciting. Wow. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. And, they're just ready, and my theater actors, chomping at the bit and trying to make that, some people have it all, the theater resume, the film TV resume, but I have some just real strictly theater people who have not transitioned to the film TV and
different worlds. Yeah.
Hats off to New York casters who really made an effort to bring in my actors who were strictly theater actors.
Wow, that's
they got
great.
It was great. It was great, and the support is just amazing.
I love that. I toured as Cinderella in Rodgers and Hammerstein.
Oh, you did?
Out here. I did. Yeah, I love the theater. It's my favorite thing. It's how I got into all of it. Really, right? The acting, the live element of it. It's just so fun. Do you want to perform? Do you ever have that thought?
I was. I mean, that's where. Do I want to now as an adult? I mean, I lived that life. I did it for years and toured, and
touring's crazy.
I miss touring's crazy, but it's fun.
It's the best.
And you're never that close. I mean, you're so close. I don't miss No, I need to be more in control of my life. You know what I do miss? I miss a little black box theater on like 46th Street.
Just a 99-seater.
Yeah, just a little, putting on a show for the art of it.
Intimacy, yes. Oh my God, everything you said. Yep.
Yeah, ripping apart a script, different than TV and film. Ripping apart a script and just like a good, meaty show.
Love that. Right?
I miss it, but all in good time.
Hey,
when I get to retire and
who's to say you have to stay in $1? You can do all the things. You can do all of the things.
Yes, we can.
If you want to.
Yeah.
And then what's happening with the Atlanta office also?
Atlanta's great. We have actors in Atlanta. Just booked a nice big commercial in Atlanta. Yeah. So Atlanta's happening. Atlanta's busy. Look, LA is LA, it's the hub, right? But New York is right there, and Atlanta too. So it's all happening. It's all growing as it should. Slow and easy wins the race.
That's true. Have you guys been getting many auditions? Is that sorry, Brian?
Yeah, we're full. They're coming in.
You are? Yeah. Great. That's fantastic.
We are blessed.
Look at that.
So your commercials actually kept you guys afloat, and then the literary side, if that was right, and then the producers' bookings all of last year. Was that correct?
Yeah, you know what? Shows that were running, still stuff, residuals and stuff is coming in. We kept afloat. We kept going. Tapes started happening. But I have to now silence my husband.
I wish I could get you to talk to my manager right now, but they're all, when you guys, they're meeting. Maybe I'll just interrupt. Is that rude?
Wait, I didn't hear anything you said, but
I said I wish I could get you to talk to my manager, but they're discussing movie things. So
well,
I'm gonna see if I can get them on before we have to go.
oh yeah, or you can give them my email or whatever. We can always have a conversation.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
fine.
like
Okay.
this. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, we just stuff was happening slowly. Stuff was still happening. So
That's great. I'm so glad that you're getting auditions in and keeping everything moving, and
everything is up and back and running and COVID safe, and hopefully everybody will be vaccinated and we will get through this.
Yeah, we don't have to spend an ungodly amount of money for COVID insurance, and right? I think 17% of the budget.
Anyway, so that's where we are.
Amy, give your social media links so we can follow what you're doing.
A link on ERIS's Instagram is the best way to follow us.
Okay.
I already did.
Oh, you did? Okay. Look, I have Tina calling.
Oh, Tina.
Wait. Hey, I'm on that interview that you did the other week. And now you're on it right now. Say hi to the work. Wait, here's my work wife. Say hi.
Tina.
Hi, Tina.
I'm waiting for your social media guy to call me.
Yes, I do. I represent. Remember,
okay to do a film for $200 a day. Really good team.
Let me. He's union, so it has to be a nice union job. But yeah, he'll work. He just wants to work.
Okay, perfect. Love you.
Love you.
Bye.
You see how I said how we all yeah. It's crazy, but yeah, we all have each other's back. Doesn't even know who my client is, and she's like, "Does he want to do this film?" Okay. Anyway, that's how it goes.
I think that's great. So Tina,
it's great.
The best thing for everybody to reach out to is on Instagram and then eristalent.com, right? ERISTalentAgency.com. Is that?
Yeah, and if somebody wanted to submit, there's a submission process, and we really do review all of the submissions. And that's something else. If somebody doesn't call you back, it doesn't mean that you're not worthy or you're not good or anything. It just could be that on our particular rosters, we may not need someone in your area, in your type. I may not need like a 30-year-old person at this point, or I'm looking for somebody who's, 75 and above. So you really have to have a thick skin. Just like you had said, don't take everything personally.
Yeah. All right, so Terri, give your social media links.
It is nonstop Terri Marie on all platforms, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. And then my website is terrimarieofficial.com.
And Victoria?
It is Victoria Renee Hands across the board. Spotify's Victoria Renee.
Perfect.
All right. I want to thank you guys. And Victoria, thanks for jumping in because I know you were wandering busy.
I'm so glad I got you guys. Yay.
And
thanks, you guys so much.
And Amy, thank you. I'm glad you got a chance to come on because I was, don't worry what's going on in the house. It's just a matter you made it here, and that's all that matters. And then we look forward to having you come into our
Thank you for having me.
Clean. Terri and Victoria have been there.
Okay, and
which is good.
All right, and you have Rebecca's contact, right?
Yes.
It's the same email that you have as me, just her name. Perfect.
Yep.
All right, you guys have a blessed
Bye. You too.
Thank
Good
you,
talking to you.
Bye.
Bye.